I've been playing Fortnite for over 5 years, and I've got a pretty stacked locker now. But what is the rarest thing I own? Well, today I categorize all my rare things that I own, and I'm going to be comparing them and seeing which one is the rarest. Alright, so starting with the contrails, I actually have 4 decently rare contrails. So these 4 are actually all part of the same battle pass. They're part of the Season 3 Chapter 1 battle pass. And they're all not extremely rare, but they're decently rare. Alright, so we actually do have a few extremely rare gliders. So the first one we have is the Travis Scott glider. It is the Astroworld Cyclone, and it was released with the Travis Scott set. You can no longer get this anymore, and you probably will never be able to get this again because Travis Scott had huge controversies around him with the stage crushing incidents. So here we have a bunch of wind gliders that you can only get for 1 season, and they will never be available again. This glider right here, the one-shot glider, it's actually special because you had to win a John Wick one-shot game mode, and it was very hard to get. It took me a long time to get this glider, but I'm happy I got it. So we got more wind gliders here, and they keep going down. And I actually have the Season 2 wind glider, which is an extremely rare glider. Not a lot of people got a win in Season 2, and not a lot of people were playing in Season 2. And possibly my rarest glider out of them all, the Founders Umbrella. So to get this, you had to buy the Founders Edition and save the world early on in Fortnite. And not a lot of people wanted to save the world, and they didn't really want to spend money on games because it wasn't really as common back in 2018. Same thing as the contrails with the harvesting tools or the pickaxes, whatever you want to call it. They're all just the Season 3 battle passes, so they're nothing crazy. So now we'll go on to dance moves. And for dance moves, these are probably some of the rarest things I own. So first up, we got the Headbanger emote from the Travis Scott set. As I said earlier, it's probably never coming back because it's part of the Travis Scott. Also for the Rage, it's the same thing. Now we got the Jedi training. So this was part of the Star Wars event, and you will probably never be able to get this ever again. Next up, we got freestyling. Now freestyling was a part of a Twitch Prime pack that you had to get back in Season 4. So not a lot of people were using their Twitch Prime and linking it to Epic Games to get this. So next up, we have Fresh, and this could be my rarest thing that I own. So Fresh hasn't been in the item shop for over like 4 years now. It's been like 1800 days since it's been back, and the reason for that is the owner, or like the creator of the dance, tried to sue Epic Games over this dance, and yeah, I don't think this is ever going to come back. Next up, we have Laser Blast. So this was part of an icon. It was the Laserism set, and I'm surprised this hasn't come back in a while. It's been nearly 2 years since this came back. And for Leave the Door Open, it's kind of the same thing. It hasn't been in the item shop for over 400 days. So next up, we got Best Mates and Take the L. So Best Mates and Take the L are both a part of the Season 3 Chapter 1 Battle Pass. Next up, we got Bouncer, and Bouncer has become increasingly rare because it hasn't been in the item shop for exactly 1 year as I'm filming this, and I don't really know why. Next up, we got Laugh It Up, and Laugh It Up hasn't been back in the item shop for over 540 days. And this is really surprising to me because back in like Chapter 1, this used to be the sweatiest emote. All the sweats would use this after you get killed and peace controlled. So next up, we got Salute, and this was a part of the Season 3 Battle Pass. It was like the first reward you got. And next up, we got the Wave. So the Wave was actually the first reward you got for being a player in Season 2, and it was on the Battle Pass, and it was a free reward. And here's the back blings. So starting off, we have the Cactus Jack back bling, part of the Travis Scott set. We have the first Fortnite birthday cake item, and it was released in Season 5, so not a lot of people have this. So next up, we got the backup plan. So this was the back bling of the Havoc skin for the Twitch Prime collaboration in Season 3. So next up, we got the backup plan. So this was the back bling of the Havoc skin for the Twitch Prime collaboration in Season 3. Next up, we got the Dark Matter and the Astro. See, these were both back blings for the skins in the Season 3 Battle Pass. And lastly, we have the Rust Bucket. So, interesting story about the Rust Bucket. It was actually released as an apology for glitches that happened in Fortnite, and it was only released for like a few days, and not a lot of people got it, but it was free. And lastly, we have the skins. So first up right here, we have the Calamity skin. Now the Calamity skin is from the Season 6 Battle Pass, and it was notoriously popular for a glitch that happened with the characters, yeah, anyways, going on to the next one, we have Carbot, which was a part of the Season 4 battle pass in chapter 1. I kind of quit at this point, so I don't really have anything unlocked on him. Next up, we got the Dark Voyager. He was tier around 70 in the chapter 1 season 3 battle pass. Moving on here, we have Havoc. Now Havoc was actually the first Twitch Prime and Fortnite like collaboration, and this was released in chapter 1 season 3. Next up, we got Lux. So Lux was the tier 100 battle pass skin in season 8, and a lot of people didn't really grind the skin out because it was just like a horrible season 8 tier 100 skin. And next up, we got Travis Scott, and as you know, he will probably never come back, and he's probably the most sought after skin right now in the game. So in the next ones, we got Mission Specialist, Moonwalker, and the Rust Lord. So these are all like mid tiers in the season 3 battle pass. Next up, we got the Sub Commander. The Sub Commander was also included in the same Twitch Prime pack as the Havoc skin. Next up, we got Trailblazer. So Trailblazer was a part of the season 4 Twitch Prime collaboration. And lastly, we have Iris. So Iris was actually a paid pack you could buy back in chapter 2 season 2, and not a lot of people bought this. So after reviewing all of these things in my inventory, what is the rarest thing that I own? Well, it's definitely not the contrails because I don't really have anything rare in there. It's definitely not my pickaxes because these are all kind of common. They're not super rare. On my backblings, I do have some rare ones like the first Fortnite birthday and the Rust Bucket, but these were both free, and the one you could just unlock a challenge for it. Now I do have some pretty rare and extremely rare skins, but I still don't think that's the most rare thing I have in this locker. Now, looking at my gliders, I have some extremely rare gliders like the Founder's Umbrella and the Season 2 Win Umbrella, but I still don't think these are the rarest ones I have. But one of these emotes I think is the rarest thing that I own, and that's going to be the Fresh emote. The Fresh emote hasn't been back in 1800 days, like I said earlier, which is like well over 4 years, which is absolutely crazy. It's probably never going to be back, so if you have this, consider yourself very lucky. And yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I'd really appreciate if you hit that like button and subscribe, and comment down below if you own any of these. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.